Apart from the judgment day the Bible speaks about, I think this Lumba case is one of the judgments people have been looking forward to.
I have not seen a case in Ghana where so many people are interested to read 45, 50 pages documents before.
Someone said, "Mabre, what do you may read the 25? That's sorry, I meant to ask." Another person also said, MPP and NDC foot soldiers crawled so other Bruni and Akosia Sewa fans could fly.
I'm telling you.
Hey, I don't know people are so invested in people's private life like this.
I don't think so. You see, when you say invested in people's private lives, I disagree.
Okay.
When you're a celebrity, you don't have a private life. You brought yourself out there. We are part of your life. Do you get me?
Yes.
So that part I don't agree. But this issue is important because it matters to a lot of other marriages. The number of people who could see themselves as an Odobroni or who could identify as an Akosia Sewa were a lot. So factions were formed automatically.
True.
Team Legal Wives. I didn't even know that until I was to Sewa. I didn't even know we have Team Legal Wives husbands. Hey, we had Team Legal. We have Team Legal Wives and we have Team Legal Wives husbands supporting from the back.
Yes.
That tells you that people are dealing with issues that this case was important to look out for.
You said it all, and absolutely. Some people are invested in this issue because it's either their moms have gone through it or are going through. Some people are invested in this because their moms.
Yes, so he's taking it again.
Some people are invested in this issue because it's either their moms are going through it. Or they've gone through it. Their sisters are either in the situationships
that they expect them to.
So some are protecting their territory. Now let's go to the verdict.
The judgment.
Yes.
The judgment is a verdict. Hey, judge no what's not
a verdict because at the end of the day she told us what the family should do.
One that's not one. So as I'm now there for court.
Bakwari. So the judgment itself. Now let's go into it. What was running through your head when you started reading it, and after reading it?
And also, Papa.
Now let's take it one after the other.
See, I'll start from. I think the last time I was here, I was saying, hey, people can lie, and the judge even said it. Like people, you want to build a case, so your credibility should not be fumbled. And from the part I don't agree with the judgment where, you see, please, the judgment has come, so it is not contempt.
No, it's not.
Okay. The part I don't agree is where they say defendant 2. So witness is the only credible. I disagree. Because he also lied. I think half of the people on that box, in that box, were trying to build a case to favor them. But unfortunately, the judge felt the plaintiff had a lot of such thing in her witness list. Do you get it? So her plaintiff 1 witness, fault kakra womb, plaintiff 2 witness, fault kakra womb. So do you get it? And then plaintiff 2, defendant 2 had only 1 witness. It's on the fault saying no babe kakra. So that was what I realized, that no matter what your case is, the truth should always be what you fight for and what you say on the stand.
Exactly.
So now I'm thinking here, if I have a case, I'll make sure that when my lawyer is coaching me, I ask my lawyer, are you sure that this thing I'm saying, when I am being cross-examined, I won't fumble? So that my witness statement will match what I am saying. I have to, the statement I'm saying, I have to believe it to be true, or it has to be the truth, so that holes are not poked. I also have a problem. The plaintiff's lawyer did not put, he didn't put holes in the defendant 2's witness statements enough for me. He didn't put it's enough for me. When I'm reading, I think the woman believed everything defendant 2's witness said. But me sitting back, I don't even believe that there was seriously, there was a marriage between Odobroni and Lumba.
So on my part, when I read the judgment, one thing stood out for me. First and foremost, the judge is a big fan of Daddy Lumba. So tell me why we've brought a case to court to determine who is the legal wife
You're
and
telling
who
us
is
about
not.
a legend.
And you're telling us how Daddy
songs.
Lumba likes peace and he's a legend. And
Who cares?
we didn't come to court to look for peace. No,
But we want
because
to go to look for peace, oh.
Team Legal Wives, we stand for violence. Oh yeah, me papa she. So I smiled a bit when I got to that part.
Yes.
But
yes.
again, for me, I disagree a lot with what the judge said in the judgment. Tell me
at
why.
this point that you have declared yourself to legal wife.
Oh, I'm not Team Legal Wise, but I'm saying that's what they stood for. So, oh yeah, me papa she means that my ride or die. That's the new lingo in town.
I know,
but
right?
I feel like we brought specific cases to you as a judge, as citizens, right?
Yeah.
And we are saying, tell us whether we are right or we are wrong. But I felt like the judge was going round in circles, going round in circles, and a bit of me feels like she supports one party's case more.
Oh.
Because if you say one witness is more credible, as a judge...
No, but to be fair, that's what I'm saying. If it is up to my lawyer to poke holes in the witness's statement. And if my witness, I brought only one witness statement, and you could poke only 3 holes. And you brought 4 witnesses, and I could poke 20 holes. Whose witness statement will be more credible? But
giving credence to one witness for me didn't sit well. It didn't sit well because the moment I got to that paragraph, I said, I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Because she was literally describing the guy as very honest, confident.
I know, like why? Why do we care? Like really?
The law is the law.
What if he was a very confident trickster?
And you know what surprises me the most? This witness in question is Odobroni's sister's husband.
Can you imagine? See, that's another thing. Why didn't we subpoena the people who collected the etrinsa that they called it in the judgment?
Now let's go to Lawyer Kusi's case. His inactions, some have even described it as his incompetence, but this one is not coming from me.
Those people should not say that because he has a lot of wins.
But me, what I'm saying, lawyer, is your inactions. So let's go into that.
Like, me, I have only one because I know, say, the case, it was a very tight case. There were a lot of emotions running around. I remember when the things that people kept saying, lawyer, go and fight your case in court. Don't come to social media. Focus on your case and all that. My problem is, I want to understand, why did we bring that aspect, the expert in customary marriage, when we were trying to prove a civil marriage case? That man came to come and destroy our case. Yes, at this point, I'm speaking for Lawyer Kusi. At this point, I'm like, why did we bring that man? Because we are fighting a civil case. We are trying to prove that we have civil marriage. So every other marriage that happened or didn't happen, or whether it was secret or whatever it was, is faulty. Our focus should have, like, our our number one witness should have been somebody who understands the civil marriage system in Germany, in the German embassy, who can authenticate our certificates and that. You've brought someone come and talk. See, I think the thinking was, we are bringing someone in to come and talk about how customary marriage is done. Then we would discredit the fact that because we know, as at the time we were building our case, we knew that although Boni did not have any pictures, people said that they were not there to receive their drinks, then it means there was no customary marriage. We're trying to bring him to come and discredit that. If the family did not sit, then there was no marriage.
But
here in the case, now he has come to sit there and come to say that I want to use the correct word because I don't want to say something that someone will say I'm being harsh. He came there to come and sit and say cohabitation can also be considered as marriage if drinks were exchanged. How? Explain to me. If cohabitation can be considered as marriage, why do we have a law in Ghana that classifies cohabitation and benefits to the people who were in cohabitation when a spouse dies? Why didn't we just say, okay, if you cohabitated for 5 years, then let's add you to customary marriage benefits? It is not like, I really don't get that part. Me, I think whatever that man came to sit there to say has given some people some guts that they will be entering people's marriages with vim and vigor.
And they also have opportunity to clear them through the traditional way.
Exactly. And I mean, see, there was a video on TikTok some 2-3 weeks ago and said, now Yaware, Yeah, I say me nebusa phone me. Na nebusa phone me. That is why worry. Please, mommy, I let you know catch nebusa phone me. Then no more worry. But mom got snaps 2 pet. 2 pet.
So, for me, Lawyer Kusi did a lot of the service to Akosia Sewa. Starting from the bad PR he gathered when the thing started. And as a lawyer, I know you have a team, you have the strategy you want to deploy and all of that. But the first dismissal from the judge about the injunction, you should have changed your strategy
fast.
He
took it so calm, man. You remember?
Because he felt he had all
he needed. Yeah.
But here's the case. When I read the Evidence Act, I said, oh, then this one there is a technical knockout. Because as a lawyer, you are a lawyer for a reason. You are supposed to advise your client.
Your clients, yeah.
Tell her that, see, this is the procedure. It will take this long. I'm going to take this action.
Yeah. So let's fight the injunction because to go through the Evidence Act, we will need more than the 30 days the woman is giving us, right?
Exactly. So I was surprised. And you see, paragraph 88 of the judgment, when I read it yesterday, I didn't continue again. When I was reading, I said, this is the character. Well, I read everything, but this was it.
At this point, this is it.
The paragraph 88 said, the tendering of the marriage certificates by Lawyer Kusi and his team was objected to by the counsel for the defendant. This objection has been raised during the hearing of the application of the interlocutory injunction on 28 October 2025. The court rejected the document and advised counsel, which is Lawyer Kusi, for the plaintiff to ensure that he complied with the requirements under the Evidence Act. So there is a requirement as to how you have to present your certificate.
Yeah.
And then this is it for me. It is therefore surprising that the plaintiff did not comply with the requirement nearly a month later. So the judge has actually given you heads up that you have to follow some procedure.
That's what I'm saying, that see, that 30 days they gave them was not enough to do their procedure because you needed the German. I hear the German members, it takes them a long time to respond to such stuff. So when the injunction was not allowed, go to appeal the injunction judgment.
The next higher court.
So that we say, my lord or my judge, whatever it is they say in the law court. If you do not give me enough time, my evidence will be rejected. And if my evidence is rejected, my case will be faulted. And you cannot give me a false. I can't start my case by building a faulty case. So then I need you to put a court hold on the funeral till we are able to we know we have enough time to go through the process of this Evidence Act or whatever it is that happened. Why didn't we fight it? That was our first mistake. Not fighting that injunction that was not. And you see, that day, Lawyer Kusi was like, oh, it's fine, it's okay. See, but apparently the Evidence Act even comes to talk about when it is a foreign document one and when it's a foreign document in another language. So there's even two levels. If these documents, probably those in US who have married are going through this, maybe yours will not be like this because we can understand English.
But this one is Guten Morgen.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly. We can understand that.
But me, Madam Akosia Sewa, if you truly believe you have a case,
appeal.
This is my advice. Personal one. I don't take you money. Change your lawyers.
Take you money, saying.
Change your lawyers because he's not going to.
She should add on.
No. Let's now look at the impact of this judgment on legal marriages.
Legal.
Because now we don't have Team Side Chicken, Team Legal Wives again.
Let me borrow. And Press Gifty say, into me, I'm going has me a legal wife.
Legal
wife.
What does this judgment mean for?
I don't know.
Legal marriages.
Wow. I don't know. Let's put it this way: civil marriages, because every marriage, customary marriage is legal in Ghana.
Yes. Okay, that's civil.
Islamic marriage is legal in Ghana. So civil marriages. Let's say civil marriages. For me, as someone who is married under civil marriage, I was following this case keenly. God forbid. I'm not saying that something like this will happen to me. I'm praying it never does. But you would want to know where you stand, right? When something like this ever happens to you. And the way the case went, someone will say, let's not put a blanket over it and say, oh, this is what it means. Me, I'm taking the comfort that this only happened because it was a German marriage. Because if it is a marriage that happened in Ghana and the person had a marriage certificate to prove it, the case might have been different. But then we come to the cases of people. Do you know that people who have married and don't know where their certificates are? Like, I'm serious. So like let's not laugh about people have married. People are celebrating 50 years of marriage. You really think they are keeping marriage certificates? They don't have that. But luckily they have videos. They have pictures, because those things you can keep it in cloud. Me like this. Thank God, when I went to Gaza, they asked me to bring my receipt, so I had to scan it. So I have it in my mail. When I was going to do my master's, I wanted to use my husband's name, so I had to send them my marriage cert. That is how come I have my marriage cert documented. Aside that, I have never heard when I married for 5 years, and bam, it's been that send me photocopy. Like seriously, in the marriage they hand over the certificate to the woman. Me, my marriage is with my husband. When this thing happened, he said, "You that you are here fighting legal wise. Where is your marriage cert?" I said, "I don't know. I don't know where my cert is." What if the marriage cert for Akosia Sewa was kept by Lumba and not Akosia Sewa herself? Of course, she would not be able to prove any original certificate anywhere because she does not have it. What she'll be able to prove will be a certified copy, would be a whatever they said, the family book.
Yes. And you can better them.
Yeah, better No, so for me, what it means, I've gone round. But if you're a legal wife, my sister, and you are in a marriage, and you are thinking, they are married, and the side chicks are just side chicking. Per this case, side chicks can easily become wives. So all they need is their mother and father to sit there, and they'll bring one etrinsa.
Yes.
That's them they kind of
Oh, judge and say head drink.
Head drink, etrinsa. All they need is etrinsa. She says that marriage is not defined by ceremony or the number of people that were there. And I'm thinking, knocking in Ghana is not investigated. Me, when my husband came to do knocking for me, it was after knocking that the family decided to go and find out who are these people? Where are they coming from? Let's go and investigate. So if at the time he came to do knocking for me and he had a wife somewhere, and you are saying that because they brought knocking drinks, they've married me, then it means that now my marriage will now have been an illegal marriage, because it's only after knocking that we'll go and do investigation and now find out that this person is married to somebody civil. So that's part of the judgment. I do not agree. That's part of the expert statement. I do not agree. Marriage goes beyond a trinsa. Families must sit together and accept. There must be a ceremony to acknowledge that you have been accepted into the family. Then let's stop giving families less though. Seriously. All they need is 2 snaps. Sit down, mother and father. We have mothers in this country who are terrible mothers, advising young ladies to go and pet by people's husbands because they have something. What we are trying to say is that when they pet by the person's husband small, after 2-3 years, the husband will come and bring knocking drinks. Then they've accepted, or they are married. Then the legal wife is there, slaving herself, looking after her children. Then in her mind, oh, she's a side chick. I'm not going to fight any side chick. You know, there are some women who say, me, I don't have time to fight. If you are the one who is come to attach yourself to my husband, me, I don't mind. You know, there are women like that. Please, today I'm telling you, mind, Papa.
I see. This topic is so passionate to a lot of people, including you. And I can
please,
tell.
I'm a married woman. I have to be passionate. I might not have a ring, but it has to be.
Just as it's easy, based on how the judge made it look, that even with just head drink, you can just proceed. Similarly, all you need is snap and egg, and you can protect your marriage as well. So let's now move on to our questions. Let's move on to Akosia Sewa, and I call it her ungrateful kids. See,
a lot of people have
this is the biggest stab in the back story I've heard in decades.
How can you do this?
The fact that you are in Germany, you are supposed to stab your mom in the back in public like that.
Some colonel to my abrochene sao.
Yeah, why would bawa abrochene for mom Mohammed Jinyansa? So you will stand in public and actually sign a statement to counter what your mom is saying.
We all we want is peace. Your mother there, she wants war.
Meanwhile, this woman says, I stay behind because of the kids.
That is the part that kills kills me. Oh. Like, so you see, this brings me to the case of people saying, say, how do you call it? She abandoned her marriage. Where is the matrimonial home? Matrimonial home is not in Ghana, it's not in Paris, it's not in Kaswa, it's not in Kwabenya or wherever, or East Legon. Matrimonial home is where the two of you live together and build something together. So if my matrimonial is where my husband and I live together, if we have done this, where we have built our marriage in Germany, we had one kid in Ghana, we went abroad, we married again, we have 2 more kids in Germany. Our matrimonial home at that point is together in Germany. Who left Germany? Did Akusa Sewa leave Germany?
Our legend did.
He left the home. So why are people saying, now I in your paper, and now I in your paper, now I what you do for the man? Me na me dey if you honor. On the day if you honor. She was not the one who left the house. He did. So in all her statement, they said because of loans, because of the kids, she stayed behind. And you know, we have a lot of women who stay in marriages they should have left because of kids. See what Akwesa Sewa's kids have done to her. He's terming it as ungrateful. And that is exactly the word he showed.
Yeah.
Because your mom is fighting for something that she believes is her right to fight for. If you don't agree with her, don't say any statement. Just be on the fence.
Yeah.
That's all. Don't release any statement. Just be on the fence. So now you have given Ebusia Penny ammunition to say Ninkola Nekra Esomon Faso. Like sometimes when you're in a marriage, don't stay in the marriage for kids. So me, I really say it. Any woman who is staying in a marriage for kids, trust me, madam, you can raise your kids well. See, some women have raised 4 children, 1 child, 6 children on their own, and those kids are doing great things. The notion of when you're a woman, you can't raise a kid is a lie. Because if you stayed in the marriage, in fact, some people even are not happy with their parents for staying in abusive marriage or staying in the marriage when their fathers were messing up, because they felt if their mother had moved out of those marriages, they would have had a better chance at life. So please, the Bible said, love thy neighbor as thyself. The Bible didn't say love thy neighbor more than. So what the Bible was saying is be selfish about yourself. She should have been selfish about herself and divorced Lumba when her system told her that I am being taken advantage of. That letter was an intention of divorce. She should have seen it through. Then now, she'll come to this marriage, dress and come as an ex-wife and come and sit down.
You know, I agree with you. And ultimately, in everything that has happened so far, the winner here is Daddy Lumba.
I'm telling you.
Because both women don't deserve what they are going through at this. Imagine you've lost your legal husband. You're already suffering from... You're already grieving. You're already thinking about a lot of things. And you literally have to fight for a space in the funeral.
Can you imagine?
Like, that should be the least of the things.
The list of it all. The list of it all. And this brings me to a point that I wanted to say the last time, that I'll say it and say it again. Ebusia pain is the cause of all this. I was making an analogy to somebody yesterday that when I have an issue, I don't think I can go to my husband's family head and talk to him. I'll talk to my family head, and my family head will talk to my husband's family head. So when Akosia Sewa was saying she will not agree, she now said, this according to Ebusia opinion, she now said that me and me penny and me penny bio ye kunane tu ye tu ni kunano. Then you Ebusia opinion says so Sewa mate ye bekasa. What do you do when you were sending the drink to go and board them and Mane said her husband had died? Did you give it to her? You gave it to her family representation. So you go to her family representation and say, oh, where she is coming from, metiasie, baby offering erbano, metiasie say when you bear my bremwa, do you get it?
Yeah.
But ye say so their emboa because although bonnie so ni apapaya was 6. And again to me so you name film. Ya mamremo dear, I was a 2 in na kuna. Then her family head will call her and explain to her. I think people are saying, I suggest, maybe this is a precedent to what will happen when it comes to legal battle for But we know from the judgment that Kunayo has nothing to do with legal spouse property. It has nothing to do with it. So when we get to the part of property, then we can now come and do this argument of I am civil.
Yes.
He didn't do. Why did the Busuapenyi instruct lawyers to write to her in that manner? When you have family head to go to, because you sent this, we saw you the Busuapenyi sending a drink to go and buy her Busia.
And I think what even angered Akosua Sewa was the fact that the lawyer saying even if your name appears in the funeral,
how can you say this?
They are being generous.
They are being generous.
Wow!
Do you know the number of women who have sacrificed so much for men that this situation is like deja vu, but in the other sense, like, hey, this could be me. So deja vu is when it has happened before, but this is people saying, hey, this could be me, oh. Hey, this could be me, oh. Right now, the number of things that will change in people's homes because of this. Women will become selfish. Women will become very mean towards side chicks. Women will become very hard towards their husband's strength because they feel that if they don't step in, they'll go. But then I come to the wives. We have to play our part. That one there's true me. I will not say we are 100% on point. Sometimes the house can be very some way. Peace is one thing. When you realize that the marriage you are in, you're not, one person is not having peace, sit down and talk about it. If you talk about it's not happening. They said when you want to do, if it's customary marriage, the two families sit down, separate drinks. When you talk together, separate drink. If it's a civil, go to court. Collect what is due you and move on. If Akosua said what had me, I keep saying she had collected what is due her in 2015.
She would have crossed her legs.
And Kadesi, she come across her leg. Like Denise Mami Bai, she crossed her leg. She's sitting down.
You see why I always don't subscribe to Fama Nyame.
Fama Nyame, there is a lie, oh.
They'll tell you it's material things. But my brother,
lie.
The dress you are wearing, the shoe you are wearing, they are all material things. So if you've contributed, chop some before you die. What is the point of having all these properties? And look at the woman. She doesn't even look it. No, because she's just stressed.
Look it needed. It could be hair. But
the stress and everything.
But that is a factor. It means that all the women are not looking it. The stressor is the one that is gone. The stressor.
So, thank you so much for watching, and until we come your way next time.
Please, let's appeal.
Yes.
Team Legal Wives, appeal, please.
And know that your forefathers are more wiser than you.
Go for customary.
Go back to your roots. If they worry you, clear them.
Monogamous. Cancel. Polygamous. Check.
We are.